I brought the newest iPhone 14 so you don't have to. I'm gonna share with you my favorite aspects about the phone and if I think it's worth it or not. What's up guys? So today we just came from literally the Apple store. So right now we're in beautiful New York City. This is the unboxing experience. So you could see right out of the box, this is how it looks. You got the new iPhone with the notch. Let's go ahead and peel this off because I know you guys are waiting for that. So look at that, the peel off sound. So it's not gonna be a tech review because I'm not a tech YouTuber, but I'm gonna tell you how it looks as a consumer. I just set it up, the iPhone looks good. Let's talk about 3 things why I got the iPhone, but I'm specifically gonna only cover the things that made me excited towards this iPhone. The first are the internals. The second would be because of the display changes and because of also the camera. One reason why I got the newest iPhone was because it has the satellite connectivity. Now, your iPhone, even though you don't have signal, the iPhone is able to connect to a satellite and you're able to give a call. So that's extremely important to me because I was in a scenario, guys, where I was hiking with friends. One of my friends ended up getting injured where he couldn't move and he had to get airlifted. So me and my other buddies ended up literally hiking back up to the top of the mountain in order to call 911 and he had to get air rescued. You might see a clip. Right now, him getting air rescued. So this is actually an extremely important feature to have in my opinion, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I got the newest iPhone, because you never know, and those are one of the scenarios where you don't want to think you should have had that feature. All right, let's go to the display. So you guys might see that always on display is right there. So look, I went ahead and hit the home button, but that's not going anywhere because in the settings I have it enabled. Now personally, do I see myself using this? No, not at all, because guys, like, I don't know if the camera could capture it, but that's really bright. I feel like this would suck out so much battery. Like, this is always on. Most of the time, I'm not trying to stay on my phone and connected to technology all the time. Now, me being like a videographer and a person who does YouTube, what really counts for me is obviously, guys, the camera itself. This one has a 48 megapixel camera. Holy crap, that's impressive. And the last time they upgraded that was 2015, I believe, was the introduction of the 12. 48 megapixel it's literally allowing more light to come into that camera. So like in low light conditions and stuff, this is gonna shoot crystal clear. One complaint I always had about the iPhone is once you make it wide angle, the picture starts becoming low quality. But as you see, there's no more graininess because of the 48 megapixel camera. Another thing that's worth mentioning is that this iPhone has insane stabilization. Now, if you guys already have an iPhone, you know how good the camera, the iPhone already built-in stabilization is. It just got better, I kid you not. The image quality and the sharpness and everything that comes out of an iPhone is actually very impressive. So I think this whole upgradation of its software technology to make the color science look a certain way is gonna give these Sony and other camera companies a run for their money, because these cameras and these phones are getting so good to a point where as consumers we're even considering, do we really need a $3,000, $4,000 camera anymore? You guys see how blurry my background is? That's why I think Sony and other mirrorless cameras should step up their game, because that's really why you get a professional camera, but the iPhone is already doing that. As consumers, we're going to start questioning, is these Sony and other Canon cameras even worth it anymore. Now the same thing really goes for these action cameras as well. You know, action cameras are meant to have insane stabilization, especially GoPro and, you know, other DJI action cameras. If you end up doing nothing like crazy such as snowboarding or anything like that, this stabilization is enough for most of the everyday household shots that you're going to use your iPhone for. The iPhone itself is coming to these new environments and challenging old pioneers of GoPro section and also these big rig Sony mirrorless cameras. So it's going to be exciting to see, like, in the future how these Sony and other action cameras actually step up their game because of a phone such as this. Alright, so this is my take. Should you buy the newest iPhone 14? Yes, I think yes. If you are like a creator, if you love the 48 megapixel camera, and if you can afford it, of course I would highly recommend getting this phone because it kind of unblocks your potential. Like, for example, if I forget this big rig Sony mirrorless camera, I could just, this is in my pocket always, I could just pull it up and take a video of everything I need to take a video of. But is it a necessity if you have like a 12 or 13? Questionable. It's nice to have. So with that, this is the end of the video, but I'll catch you later in a New York City vlog.